Hi, I'm Stefan Petersen here with a quick feedback on the 12-week AI Business Mastery course with Juan, Andre, and Justin. In a fast-paced tech world, they never lost the human touch. They were always very well prepared, full of warmth, positivity, and shared tons of practical insights. Their energy kept us all engaged and created a real sense of community. Overall, a fantastic experience which I highly recommend to those interested in the world of AI mastery. Thank you guys for an incredible journey.
I just wanted to say, I don't think you truly understand the impact that this course has had. My son actually just left the room, but he's been in and out of the room. My older son, so my 12-year-old and my 18-year-old, and they absolutely love learning about these kind of things. And it's opened up a whole new dimension to them at that age. So I'm an environmental scientist. And the ideas that we've been getting now with, of course, going through this training, there are things that are going to completely revolutionize our field. In fact, I won an award last year with the work that I've done on AI in the EIA field. And it's all thanks to you guys as well for empowering us with that knowledge. And I also run my own course on how AI can be integrated into the EIA field. Of course, that just scratched the first surface. And what we're doing right now is with the bots, and we also going to drone technology. But the thing with the training, even our professional body says that there is urgent needs for capacity building in the field. So we're trying to bridge that gap, and anything that can help us to automate it, it's all systems go. And that's all I want to say. Thank you so much to your team and to everyone that's been part of this group. I promise you, you've been such an inspiration to all of us. One, I will love listening to you, and I promise you, my son's favorite. Every time he comes on, is one on, is one on. But thank you so much. Thank you, guys.
What a magnificent couple of months for me personally. My name is Hein de Wit, a veteran of 40 years in banking. You name it, I did it. All in the financial sphere, sales. Each and every one of you here this evening would know just how difficult it is in today's environment to go out there and generate work, generate an income. And all the thousands and thousands of adverts on TikTok and Facebook, and everybody running at you on LinkedIn and talking to you and trying to sell you stuff. And you are just thinking, what on earth? Do I have to go do a 3-year degree again? And you're looking at this stuff and you're going, am I ever going to get it to know this? Am I going to, what is AI? Is AI like a glorified Google? What do I use AI for? ChatGPT. Well, one fatal morning after going through a couple of interviews and not being successful and really feeling like I'm now 80 years old, I came across this little TikTok advert that spoke directly to my type of field that I enjoy. Entrepreneurship, how to create, how to do business, and with it came a promise, and I'll mention that promise in a moment. And so I came on to like you are here this evening, and what a mind-blowing experience. Here's the promise, because the guys at they are so passionate about you as an individual, and they give you that personal attention. So everything that you think is mystical is now opened up to you, and you suddenly find that you can create a bot, an agent, somebody who works for you, and you can actually create its personality, its productivity, and you actually funnel that through a funnel. And you can have various types of small businesses, ideas, you can promote your own business, and all of it really, really through a nice type of platform that you can utilize. And so for me, I have learned a ton. All of the thousands and thousands of things that programs promise you, I was really overpowered at some stage about all the apps, but it puts it into one package for you. They are personal, and I must really thank Jean, because I tell you, Jean, like I said to you the other evening when we finished off the sprint training, and what fantastic training. My life has just began again. And my wife says, no more bot. I think you're a 20-year-old again. So folks, enjoy it. Take advantage of it. and your life begins tonight.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this session of AI Mastery Workshop. It is amazing to have all of you online with us this morning, and I see we have people from all over South Africa, Gauteng, Witbank, Limpopo. Hey, there we go, and Honeydew there in the Joburg. But if you still haven't let us know where you're tuning in from, please let us know in the chats and the comments that I can see everybody is alive and well, and that you are ready for this session this morning. My name is Andre van Bilo, and I'm part of the directorship of the AI Mastery team. And we are going to take you on an exciting journey this morning on what AI can do and how it can influence your business. But first, I want to ask you guys a couple of questions. And the first one that I would like to ask is, what if by utilizing the correct AI tools, you would position yourself to be ahead of 85% people out there without necessarily working harder? If that is something that you would like to learn today, please type out yes in the comments, that I can see that you guys are up and ready for this, and you are here for the right reasons in this AI Mastery Workshop. I see the yeses coming in, and some of the people still letting us know where they are tuning in from. Pietermaritzburg, a couple of yeses coming in there. Please let us know. Please let us know. It's amazing to see all of you guys online with us this morning. So, pop quiz, if you're ready. So, hope this is nothing like school. It's just some interesting facts and stuff that we will see where you are at in your journey in AI, and just to see what's happening in the world of AI. So, what percentages of businesses do you think have already adopted at least one AI function in their business? Is it A, around about 25%, B, 50%, or C, 70% plus? I've got Pete out of the gates there, 50% of businesses. Tammy, C, 70% plus, 50%, 50%. A lot of people out there. Good, 25%. I think that might be 75%. Bianca, Lisa there, 70% plus. So, guys, you would actually be staggered to know that close to 80% of business, 75% plus businesses, have already at least adopted at least one AI functionality in their business. And this was in a study done by McKinsey in April already, 2025. So yes, this might be a global stat, Americanized, stat. I don't think we are that adopted in South Africa yet, which leaves great opportunity for South African business owners, where we predominantly, do these workshops. But it is staggering to see that how many businesses have at least adopted, AI in one or two functionalities, and this is ramping up quite significantly in the past couple of months. Next question. How many AI-powered apps do you think are currently available globally? A, around about 55,000, B, 50,000, or C, 500,000 plus apps available out there. So, Lisa, B, 50,000, Etienne, 500,000 plus, Pete, 50,000. Yes, we got a lot of B's and C's coming in there. Bianca, 50,000. Kologitse, B, yes, 50,000. I think you guys are more or less in the ballpark over there, 100%. According to a couple of studies there, 50,000 plus apps are already available in, worldwide cases, and definitely over 500,000 capabilities within these apps, as some of these, give different AI functionalities. But when we started this webinar close to a year ago already, when we've been constantly upgrading and using AI to help businesses and SMEs and entrepreneurs, it was around about 15,000, 15, and now it's probably close to 70,000 plus apps that's security tested and actually out there. Just to see the scale that apps with AI enablement is ramping up is also just insane. How big do you think the global market is projected to be by 2030? In the next 5 years, how big do you think? It's $150 billion, $500 billion, or over $1 trillion? What do you guys think? Where are we standing at? Vaughn at C, yes, definitely $1 trillion. B, Etienne, 500 billion. It's a lot of money. Fatima, $1 trillion. B, Lisa, 500 billion. So I think most of us are either in between the 500 billion to over $1 trillion. And so, guys, another shocker. According to studies, close to $2 trillion valuation in the next 5 years. And it's not even the next 5 years. We're already in September. Can you believe it? It's in less than 5 years. For a bit over 4 years valuation or projection, where we're standing at close to $1.8 trillion plus valuation, market valuation in the next couple of, in the next couple of years, which is just absolutely staggering. You can see there it's an 820% increase from 2020 valuation, what the AI market would be like. So last question from my side. Where do you find yourself? Where do you think you are? Are you currently early to the game? Do you feel you've nailed AI, or are you late to the game? Do you feel you've missed out? There's opportunities that have been, that you could have jumped on if you were early to the game. I'll see a lot of B's coming in there, guys, and thanks for the honesty. I appreciate it. It's terribly late, Fatima. So, guys, I have some good news for you, especially in South Africa and the place where we are in the world, and especially in the next 18 months, which John will touch on. You are still relatively early, and I would say we're on the brink of early and late. But because AI is so new, because it's sort of similar as to early web stages where there were so many opportunities, and the guys that invest in themselves, like you guys have chosen to invest in yourself in just attending a workshop like this on AI, really taking it to the next level, see how it can be practically done, gives you that chance to lead and not just follow, to be part of the early adopters. So look, in South Africa especially, you're still part of the early adopters. We train corporates on AI. We see the lack of AI implementation. And this is where, we can really take yourself to the next level by simply, engaging in workshops like these and what we all will be presenting. So you're at least ahead of 30% of businesses. And, this might be a global stat, not just South Africa, definitely over 30% of businesses out there in South Africa, but in globally, you are ahead of businesses. If you implement, if you take this opportunity to lead and not just to follow, it will give you that competitive edge to be part of the first movers market, because it might be in your niche that no one has really understood AI to implement it. And obviously to give you a piece of the pie of that over close to $2 trillion market share in the next 5 years. So what will you get this morning? You will be showing you practical implementation without you having, tech expertise needed. We are going to share a special framework that we teach to all our students and people that work with us and with larger, context. But this is only that we showcase within this workshop to our attendees only, and of course to our students. And at the end of this webinar, we will be showing you a practical integration system that can be used by beginners or advanced businesses, tech people. It caters for both of them. The old myth was, and it wasn't really a myth, it was a very big reality, is that AI was just for tech giants. Why? Because it cost millions and millions of dollars to really implement AI. But now, since AI has went mainstream, it's the new reality is it's one of the fastest ways to really scale your business and to improve your operations and just your ideation. But the choice is yours. It's for those that really act now, solidify this in their future, and don't hesitate to be left behind. So I really want to implore you and ask you to stay to the end, as we'll be sharing this exclusive PDF with that guide of the special framework to all of the people that stay to the end. And we'll also be sharing a practical tool list within this Zoom chat that you can get access to that. Or if you're watching us on the live section, we'll also be sharing those practical to-do lists, what we will be showcasing here and now in this session. So I want to introduce our first speaker of today. His name is Jean Nel. He's a best-selling author and an innovation and a strategy expert. He is a graduate of the Singularity University, where the expertise is in advanced education and emerging tech. And he'll share more about that in his presentation, where he came from and what things that they were taught to look at for the future. He's also the founder of the DNA Group of companies. He's a dear friend and a mentor, and he will be your guide this morning. And his passion is to help entrepreneurs, businesses, and to especially harness the power of AI. But just before I give over to him, I want to showcase one last thing from my side. And this is just a video of an interview that was done by the Diary of CEO on how disruptive AI is going to be. And I will see you a bit later after this video. John will take directly over. If you are ready for this webinar, please type out ready, and we will take it away, and I will see you at the break.
How disruptive do you think AI is going to be?
It's how do I put this? It is the single greatest innovation of humanity ever. The only thing that comes close is probably the splitting of the atom. This is so big. Everything we've talked about is based on scarcity of knowledge. Why do lawyers get paid a lot? Scarcity of knowledge. So either scarcity of knowledge, scarcity of capital, those two things. What you've created is infinite knowledge. Right, knowledge is now worth zero. Not people that can't see it yet, but it's going to be worth zero. This is like water. What the hell does that mean? And it's something, a topic we'll come on to later. But this is happening really fast. It's going to break the entire economic model for good and for bad. It's going to change our understanding of how society functions, what humans do. It's going to change our understanding of what humans are and will be. Because you can either have the choice, and society will take the two paths. You either merge with the machines or you reject the machines.
Well, good morning to everyone that's joining us this morning for AI Mastery. This webinar, we will empower you this morning so that you can understand a couple of questions. Now, let me explain what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you into a very short information session, and I'm going to answer a question in your mind, which is so important. And that question is, where are we right now? I'm going to show you exactly where we are right now in terms of AI. And then I'm going to answer the next question, the how question. It's always how do we integrate? How do we implement? How do we make use of this? Because this is the most disruptive technology ever since the splitting of the atom. And then we're going to go into it's going to be a short session, and then we're going to go into an interactive presentation. Now, what does that mean, John? It means I'm going to share a presentation online. You will access it via your phone or via your computer. And you will vote and you will contribute to a product or a project that we will complete in real time while you are watching, explaining what you can do, how you can do it, and to show you what the capabilities is. Because here's the truth. Andre said to you, 80% of people have introduced it. They have introduced it, but at novice level, at novice and beginner level. And so we are at a place which is the where place. Where are we right now? So allow me, let me take you on a journey. I want you to strap in, because what you will find here today, you won't find anybody anywhere else. The value that we will provide to you is going to leave a significant mark, and it will be a pivot point for you in business. And that's why I'm speaking to business owners, I'm speaking to entrepreneurs. Let's take it away. So we know that AI now become available to everyone. It's not just big tech anymore. I remember 2016, 2017, when I started my journey with Singularity University, I came across the first versions of AI. It's been with us for many years. It's been studying you within Netflix, within YouTube, but it first publicly became available now on the 30th of November, 2022. That was the most disruptive day that humanity don't even know about, because this is the day that everything changed. On the 30th of November, OpenAI released ChatGPT. Since then, millions of people have climbed onto it, and it has just absolutely revolutionized every industry. Now, I'm going to answer the thing for you, what really happened, because we thought that this is a tool. Most people see it as a tool. AI is not a tool. It is a revolution. It is a full-scale revolution. It is a shift. And it's not a tool. It's something that you use as a tool, but it's got a way bigger significant impact. Think about it as on the 30th of November that an earthquake happened somewhere in the ocean and a tsunami got triggered and the ocean is pulling back. And so humanity is standing on this absolute precipice of the greatest invention that humanity have ever created. They're standing on the shores and looking at the ocean pulling back. And AI triggered 3 waves. Now, this is the disruption. Now, I'm here this morning to give you hope because I'm not into fear. I'm not a fear mongerer. I'm not at all. I'm somebody that I absolutely see possibility and I see things of what can be done. But what it has done is it's triggered three waves. The first wave was where the first movers, we're also part of the first movers. The first movers actually went and saw this technology and saw the infrastructure and what can be built with this technology that will change the future. Because this is the single most biggest invention. It's going to change everything about who humans are, how we think and how we go about, and especially business. So what happened is that first wave triggered people that Andre said it's now over 60,000. These are high-level AI apps. The first movers went and they created apps and software. And these are micro-solution software, AI, one that can specifically run just on analytics and another one on dashboards and another one on this. But they are all small micro-solutions for your business. These are intelligent systems, small niche solutions from image creation to video creation from name it, every aspect, from the side of order of your business to client acquisition to revenue that affects revenue drivers and the growth drivers and innovation. And they are all standalone apps, but it has created AI confusion. In other words, there are so many, and there's so many first to market, second to market, third to market, and it's just at such a rate and speed that it causes confusion in a normal person. If you are not actively in AI like ourselves and other people, even the people that's in it are overwhelmed. Because just when you studied a new model and understand a new model, that model becomes obsolete and a new model comes up. So that's the problem at the moment that has happened because of the first wave. There's an avalanche, there's this tsunami wave. So where are you, friends? You are right now in the education and implementation wave. In other words, these technologies are rolled out, it's tested, got a lot of flaws. Let me just be very frank and honest with you. AI can lie. AI can hallucinate. And it's so convincing, it will convince you that it's the truth when it's not the truth. So we are at a place now where AI, education and implementation of AI into your business in an ethical, sensical way and understand how to implement it. This is where we are right now because people understand that I need AI. But here's the thing about AI. AI is an amplifier of human potential. That's what it is. AI is not creative. It's cold steel, logic, facts. It has no human faculties of emotion. Oh, it can give you an emoticon and smile and make you feel warm and fuzzy. But there's no emotions. There's no real human intelligence. It is learned intelligence. And so you are right now in education implementation that you can implement. And I want to implore you, basically after today, that my voice will be a ghost somewhere in the back of your mind because you have about 18 months left before absolute disruption. The projections are 18 months, 2027 for absolute disruption. And what are you saying, Jean? What is disruption? So disruption is the third wave. The third wave is the full-scale disruption of landfall of these technological waves. It's called three horizons. There are Horizon 1, Horizon 2, and Horizon 3. The last horizon that will be disruptive is when everybody implemented and educated themselves. They educated their people, the people in their company. Some companies introduced it, created integrated AI systems, AI agents, agentive agents, automations, automated marketing systems, and created all the repetitive work. AI have taken over that work so that the humans could be loosened for new creation of creative jobs and human-to-human relationships. What's going to happen here is some companies are going to do this. They're going to be wiped out because this is what the technology is doing. You can't compete with somebody using AI effectively. Even if you're a team of 50, a team of 7 will outperform you. They will take the market away from you. They'll take your lunch money. We are small teams. We are small teams. We have a group of companies. And in that group of companies, we have small teams everywhere, but efficient, that's working with AI. So this is the power of what AI can bring to a company. But as I say, there's confusions. So here's the thing, friends, is that in this age of AI, the only choice that we have as humans right now, because we're not going to stop this. And I know it's going to be disruptive. It's going to be disruptive to people who have studied a 3-year degree, and while they're studying it, their degree means zero. I pulled my daughter out of university 2 weeks ago, and I brought her into my company, and I said, you're wasting your time. You are really wasting your time studying graphic design, studying this communication, this. I said to her, you're actually wasting your time. I'm going to help you to do the same, but to redefine what does it mean to be a visual communicator. And yes, I'm going to let her do stuff from overseas, but it's because I understand exactly what's going on. And I'm not going to waste 100,000 rand a year on studying something so I can have a piece of paper against my wall that will mean zero. So this is what people are being faced with, because we have to reinvent what does it mean to be a human. Because if you listen to that video in the beginning on Diary of a CEO, and these are the largest fathers of AI that's interviewed. It's a great channel to go take a look at, Diary of a CEO. And they are all at once. It's going to be the most disruptive. And so people are walking around right now, nah, see no evil, hear no evil. But the disruption is coming. It's not asking us, oh, would you be fine with it if we disrupt? AI is here to disrupt. We've been disrupted. Everything that we have done was disrupted. On the 30th of November, I changed all our business models. Everything. Aligned 100%. It's the best decision that we can do. So let me explain to you now you know where. Now I'm going to explain to you why it's so important, and then we're going to go practical. So the question is, will you be replaced or reinvented? Will your company be replaced by another company upcoming that has introduced it and you can't compete with it? They'll outperform you in marketing. They'll find the clients. They'll find the leads. They'll automate the systems to find the leads. They'll automate the customer journey. They'll automate the systems to follow up those people and convert them with a chatbot that's programmed with a salesperson's mind, and their mind is reverse engineered, and bring the person to a booking so that the salesperson can do the human-to-human interaction and close the deal. That's where we're going. I don't want to tell you where we're going. So we're already there. We're already doing it. There's many companies already doing it. And while a lot is still doing everything repetitively, manually, and don't understand where, but let me show you the why. The why is even more important. The difference why this is such a great technological shift, this revolution, is the difference is linear and exponential. So what is linear? Linear is a linear line. It is 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3, 4, 5 is 6. It's a linear line. I've got a Samsung S25 something, S25 Ultra. I remember the S1, 2010, I got 2011 or so, I got the S1 and the S2, S3, up to S25. And the progress was linear, 15 years to develop this. AI is not linear, and to work with it is not linear. You don't get a 1 plus 1, now we get a 3%, and then a 4%, and then a 5%. If you know how to use it and you introduce it, you get an exponential result. And what does that mean? 1 becomes 2, 2 becomes 4, 4 becomes 8, 8 becomes 16, 32, 64, 128, 256, etc. And it just, now here's the other thing. Where you enter with AI is very important in terms of how you use it. If you use it just at a very surface level, you are thinking, wow, this is amazing. But you're using it at level 4, so you're getting 4 back. But if you know how to use it, and therefore I want to encourage you, study and implement. You are in the age, in the season of implementation right now. And everything that we do, we're doing SOPs, standard operating procedures, implementation. You're struggling to hear, Peggy, if you're struggling to hear, let me just set up my microphone. My microphone is full blast. I'll speak a little bit louder. And so it's all about implementation. What is happening is an old linear model is like a captain of a sail ship. You know, it could be the best captain of a yacht that is 500 meters long. Jeff Bezos' yacht. I mean, it's a multi-$100 million yacht. You can take that captain and put him in an airplane. He'll be clueless because his knowledge became obsolete. That's where we are. What we know becomes obsolete, and we have to exchange it for a new form. The model and the format is changing. And this is affecting every single position on earth except plumbers. That's what they say. It affects plumbers because so maybe that's a route. If you want to become a plumber, I don't want to go become a plumber. I will be terrible. I will be messing up people's pipes. So it's exponential, and understanding the rules in this era is crucial because the rules have changed, friends. It's not the same playing ground anymore. There are people that's going to play, and it's an unfair playground. We play on an unfair playground because we can do what other people can't do. And it's just part of the game. And unfortunately, it is now the responsibility of each person to take responsibility for their business, for their own life, and say, no matter what. And I'm telling you, you can go research me, go fact check me. You have 18 months. You can go read and I'm talking about real research, the McKinsey's. Go read the real results. Go take a look at what Singularity University is projecting. Go take a look at what is happening with the hype cycles of where we are. AI is going to be extremely disruptive, and it's going to displace. So here's the thing. This is not a trend. It's a full-scale technological shift. But to understand what's the problem with this linear versus an exponential is that linear is an old intelligence model. You can't go into this future with a 1995 brain and operate a business in 2025. This is exactly what's going to happen in 18 months from now. Your business is running now, but it's going to show that. And somebody else using AI will do that. Because there's a reinvention of every industry, and there's a land grab in every industry. But the problem is why people battle with AI is because linear thinking is based upon scarcity. It's all about scarcity. Now, what is scarcity? Scarcity is our economic model is scarcity. There's not enough jobs. There's a scarcity of gold. There's a scarcity of this. There's a scarcity of that. With an AI, you're talking about infinite intelligence. Intelligence that can come up with the solutions. We have started a cosmetic company. Do you think I'm a cosmetic engineer? No. But I've programmed a cosmetic engineer. I've programmed a cosmetic engineer that have created us formulations, and that company is up and running and creating skincare ranges, etc., etc. This is the difference, friends. Because linear thinking says, I can't have, I don't have the resources, I don't know the people. You can build a bot that can help you raise capital like this. There's no reason, but the problem is a scarcity mindset. A scarcity mindset keeps you stuck in fear and in linear patterns. Now, why am I saying this? Your business, where your business is going, needs the following. It needs, if you want to be effective in business, and I'm finished now, then we're going to do the interactive. You want to be effective in business, you need three things. One is you need structure. The second, you need order. And the third is the result is flow. What are you saying? You need office space. You need people with jobs and functions. You need order. You need the right standard operating procedures and process flows and workflows and how everything flows and come together. You need governing policy. You need management. You need structure and order. And if you have a good solution, you're creating a flow. Your product and solution is flowing into the market, and monetary transaction, an exchange for money takes place. But there's a transformative experience that goes from you to somebody else because your product has an impact, a solution, a promise, a result. And so you need structure, order, and flow. The world where we're going and where we are right now, because a lot of people are already there. All the innovators, the first 10%, first 8 to 10% is already there. And the rest is waiting. You need digital structure, you need digital order, and you need digital flow. If you do not have that, you are in big trouble in the future. You are in immense trouble because you can't go into a digital first world business with brick and mortar. Yes, you build with brick and mortar, you build properties or you build houses and sell. But the whole system that runs everything is digital. From the moment that stuff is ordered to where it's delivered, and the notifications, real-time dashboards about progress, everything. All this is crucial if you want to dominate your industry. And the normal person asking, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? You'll be surprised what you are capable of. You just don't know. It's what you don't know. That's what can hurt you. All right, so I want to show you what we are going to do. We are going to show you how human intelligence is still supreme. So you're in AI Mastery this morning. Do you know that the A in AI Mastery do not stand for artificial intelligence? It stands for augmented intelligence. What is augmented intelligence? This is the future, because augmented intelligence is human and AI. It's the human and AI working together. AI by itself is useless. It's not creative. It creates outside the reference and the paradigm of the human. Human intelligence stays supreme as long as we allow humans to stay in control, and our greed nature. Do not let AI run rampant and become Skynet that takes over the world. We've seen the movies, we've seen Matrix, and we've seen this stuff. But if you know how to use AI and understand augmenting, you can add 45 IQ points. In other words, you become more clever. Your ability to work with AI results in that you start to learn from AI and AI learns from you. And you are actually becoming clever because you become an autodidact. An autodidact is somebody that's self-learning. And so you choose your learning path, but you need to know how to work with AI. If you know how to work with AI, I promise you're going to raise your IQ points. This is a study by MIT done. People who don't know how to work with AI start to hand over control to AI and just trust AI blindly. Now, let me tell you, AI can lie. I've caught it multiple times. I can't tell you the amount of times I've cursed AI. I've told it, a foot sack. You're laughing because you've done the same. But AI is giving two paths. The one is, that MIT found, is that some people who use it right, they become more clever. The others just become hand over and say, I don't want to think. It's this McDonald's mentality. I'll just go buy something to eat and I get it quickly and I don't care. That's the difference. So it's augmented intelligence, human and AI. So there are three types of intelligences. You used to be the highest, the most clever. We have biological intelligence, we have computational intelligence. Now, computational is what we say AI. That's where the word AI. But it's actually computation, is a computer, brain, neural network, mind thinking, making decisions and coming back to you. And then there's biological intelligence. But there's an intelligence in the middle. It's called shared intelligence. It's where human and AI blend together. And I'm not talking about planting chips into your brain and everywhere. Not for me, thank you. I'm talking about the ability of biological intelligence and computer intelligence coming together in a new way of thinking. It's a brand new way of thinking. And this is the future for humans. Because if I give you the example of the left brain, right brain, remember the left brain, right brain. All the people with the left brain abilities, what have they done? They've developed the most amazing tool. It's called artificial intelligence. And what have they done? They've worked themselves out of a job because this is replacing them all. All the jobs that are running on this are being redefined, and those jobs have to be redefined. So human faculty's got to go to the right side of the brain. Creativity, holistic thinking, intuition, non-verbal cues, feelings, validation. If something is valid, if it's valid, to validate if AI is right or not, because AI can lie. That validation is especially important. Emotional intelligence, relationships, working with people, because people are buying the products, not AI. AI is an assistant. Sense making, vision, judgment, empathy. I can carry on and on and on. So we are going to demonstrate to you augmented intelligence. And what we're going to do is we're going to move over now to a presentation that you can just become part of it, and you guys are going to tell us exactly what to create, how to create it, and we are going to do it in real time. So this is not rehearsed, that we can rehearse something and we go, okay, let's have something pre-planned, this and this. No, we're doing it. Let me just share the screen, share myself in here. Let's share sound if I need to. Andre, just guide me everything up there. And if I move that.
There we go.
Okay, sweet. All right, lekker. All right, friends, so what you do right now is you will see here on the screen, there's a Menti that appears. Menti is an interactive presentation, and this is how you will engage with us, and we will build in real time what we are speaking about. All right, so what you're going to do, there I see a good friend of mine, Etienne Marais, sitting there in front of his computer. Good day, sir, how are you? You go to menti.com, and at Menti, you scan the QR code, or you type in the code 11653599, and you can enter the Menti. As soon as you enter the Menti, just give a thumbs up there, and we will see that you are going into the Menti, and then we will go live with the Menti. And so we are going to build in real time what you guys are asking and show you the capability. So it's not something that we can go, but we want to show you the power of augmented intelligence and what does it mean. All right, great stuff. There's still some people that need to come in. Please go onto the Menti that you can join it, and you're going to see in real time what other people. You will see how other people are using it in their business as well, and you will see the statistics. For me, it's important that you see the statistics. I'm going to give it a couple of seconds still. There's still a lot of people that need to join. Menti.com 11653599. All right, I'm moving on. So the first question I want to ask you, now this is so that you can see the stats. What is the real stats out in the business world? I want you to rate yourself in your business. If you're a solo entrepreneur, if you're an entrepreneur, small business owner, doesn't matter what you do. If you got to rate now how well your business is currently, right now, using AI to bring increase. So increase means it's becoming more. An increase in revenue, you're going to rate it out of 10. So if you say, man, we've showed quite an increase, about a 20% increase, put it up there to 2 or 3%, or 2 or 3 out of 10. Efficiency, how well are you using it to become more efficient in your business system? Customer satisfaction, customer engagement, customer journeys, client re-engagement. How are you innovating with it? Coming up with new products, new solutions, new ways to penetrate the market, new ways to reach an avatar, how to get to your avatar or your desired target audience. And then how well are you using it to produce growth? In other words, the growth driver in your company, you are growing and revenue is increasing. Because obviously if we're in business, there's transactions and there's your product has a transformation. So I'm going to show you the stats because the stats is in every single webinar, and we haven't done one webinar. We have done a lot of webinars, and we do consistent training. We train Saudi Arabian people and Middle East and international companies. And when we do these assessments, it is always exactly the same because the data do not lie. All right. So let me give you the devil in the details. So we have 25%. So 25% of those that are in here have seen an increase in revenue, 33% in efficiency, 31% in customer satisfaction, innovation, growth. Here's the truth. This bandwidth that you see here is always between 2.6 and 3.8. Always. It stays always in between that. But here's the devil in the details. There are some that are front runners, that are early adopters, and here you can see 6 of them. 6 people in this already understand that AI can have a significant impact, even more, and that's probably why you are here. And you can see here, there's somebody at level 7 and say somebody at 10 already. There's somebody here that has already doubled their income or tripled their income because of AI. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. That's why you are here. And you can see the same with efficiency. Now I can guarantee you, these same people here are the same people that's voting here. Exactly the same here. It's those same people that, because you can't have an influence on your innovation and on your efficiency, and you don't see it show up in revenue or in growth. That's the same person, I guarantee you. So you can see that there are innovators and implementers, and I promise you, you are not a latecomer to the show. You are in the beginning of the second wave, the implementation and education wave. People ask me and say, Jean, what should I do? I say, take the next 18 months and reskill yourself. That's why I didn't even let my daughter waste time to go study that degree. And in the process, we are opening up a university as well within AI Mastery in next year. Well, we can't call it a university, it will be an academy. But let's go for the next. I'm going to ask you 2 questions. This is the question. So I want to ask you, how do you use AI right now to create value or to create profit or to generate revenue in your business? Why are you asking? I want people to see how you are using it, and I want you to see how others are using it. But then we are going to take whatever you write here, and we're going to use it as a concept. And on the next slide, you're going to give us ideas, and we're going to take whatever you are using, and we're going to take the next slide, whatever you tell us to do, and we're going to create it in real time and show you what can be done. All right, not yet. So not yet. There are people here. I want to tell you, you are not late to the game. There's 70%. Okay, so you're on ChatGPT. Okay, so that's surface level, not implemented. Not implemented. Property description, great. And that has eased up everything. As you are listing your properties and you want to use copywriting, you can tell it to act and think like a copywriter, especially a master copywriter in the estate agent industry. Training materials, all right, awesome. Here we go. Learning materials, fantastic. It's phenomenal. If you know how to use it for learning and training material, the human training is still going to be reign supreme. I promise you, if you're in the training and industry, a warm body training is the future. It's huge in the future. Research, marketing, always at the top. Business plans, strategy, phenomenal with strategy. If you know how to do ideation and use ideation, it's actually phenomenal for strategy. Customer management, true. Creating Facebook posts, wonderful, but you need to automate that. It's great to create it, but you need to automate it. Because once you can create it, you can automate it. Trying automation, phenomenal. Learning guides, yes, phenomenal. Training, so what do we have here? We have ChatGPT, we have research. Not yet is the worst, but you're at the right place then. I wanna encourage you that you're at the right place. You're still early to the game. We have somebody, you've seen his video, Hein. I mean, he's 62. His life is reinvented. He's now in this moment in the corporate training session. Last year we met him, and he's now in a corporate training session with famous brands right now as we're speaking. And he's 62, a banker. He's a banker, and he reinvented because he plunged into upskilling himself, implementing AI, marketing, training. All right, so we're going to use the bigger stuff here. We're going to use marketing. Seems that you guys, marketing is big here. Training is big. Research. So training, Andre, I see training, marketing. Training, marketing. Those are the biggest ones. Research, training materials. Those are the biggest ones that we get here. Training, research, marketing, training. Business plans. All right. So let's go to the next one. So we are going to do something in training materials and in marketing, training, research, and not yet, we're not going to try. All right. So you've answered that, friends. Now, I want you to answer this. What business concept do you want us to expand using AI? So we're going to do something with marketing and training. Now, give us a concept. Man, it could be anything. You can throw in anything here. How about a car wash? Starting a car wash. I have a car wash company. Is it applicable? Absolutely. I can automate a business concept of not yet. I hope it's a brand. Not yet. I hope not yet is a brand. Safety deposit box company. Safety deposit. Absolutely. You want to drive customers there because you need to store your valuables. You need to store certain things. So there's people that want to store stuff and they need that, but you need to get the leads there. Getting leads to workshop. Oh, that is the easiest thing to do. If you know how to get leads into, that's one of the most easiest things. Lead generation, easy. So we had marketing, we have lead generation, clients, AI agency. You're at the right place. You're at the right place. Clients. So you want to expand the concept of getting clients. Washing lines. Online curriculum for preschoolers, probably I hope that's preschoolers. Drop shipping. Marketing, launch a beauty product. So I'm looking for a product idea. Andre, if you can help me look.
Launching a new soy-based product in South Africa.
Soy-based.
Coffee beans. I'm looking at the chat side. The Zoom automotive workshop used for training soybean, coffee beans. Maybe the beauty product, maybe a coffee-based beauty product.
A coffee-based beauty product. How's it like a coffee soap and a coffee cream with? I don't know if you want to smell like coffee if you put cream in your face and that. I don't know. Yeah, you never know. Thrift clothing, huge. My daughter will immediately, she'll buy because every thrift shop that she sees, she's in there. So you've got a huge market with thrift clothing, definitely. Capital raise, freeze-dried food. That's also interesting. That is, if AI becomes Skynet, you are going to make a lot of money for people to buy freeze-dried food. Okay, so we had something about training. So remember on the previous slide that we had training, marketing. So I'm looking at that product here for training because I asked in the previous one for training. Do you see something, Andre? Otherwise, I'm just going to choose one.
Yeah, that's just.
Okay, so I'm just going to choose one. Performance. Let me just read your vaccine. Flow of orders. What is that? Oh, flow of orders. Digital products, but I need something that we can use that we're going to set up. Marketing, training, 3D design, sell myself. If you sell yourself, you need to sell what you are doing. What's the benefit of dealing with you? Let me just see here. Restaurant, marketing proposals, leads, online, launch a beauty product. Okay. We have training on the previous slides, and there's not really a training. Nobody gave something on training here to link it with training. Give me a second, friends. I just want to take a look at these. Okay. Well, I'm going to grab something that nobody will grab, a safety box.
There's also kids' activities, that could also be that.
Which one?
Kids' activities.
Kids' activities. Like what?
That's not the question.
So I don't know. I need to have a proper idea of what the type of product is, because we are going to create the website, create the marketing, create the lead generation, and we're going to do it in real time live now. So.
Yeah. Make it cool.
Okay, I'm gonna. Somebody has got.
We'll go in the chat. Go blasting assistance.
Blasting.
Yeah, so either like demolition blasting and then PPP, barrier netting, teacher online training, coffee beans.
Teacher online training.
Home automation.
Teacher online training. So as a teacher. Okay. I'm just gonna go. Okay, so I'm gonna go out here, and I'm gonna take it take any 1 minute, it doesn't really matter. Electrical maintenance. Yes, there's not a they didn't. Okay, let me just stop share here. All right, I'm going to share again on another screen. Just close this, and then we're going to start creating it. I'm going to show you exactly what we're going to do. I'm going to use augmented intelligence. A mechanical workshop. All right, let's take a mechanical workshop. There's somebody that threw in there a mechanical workshop. Anger management training. That's something interesting. Anger management. All right, Fred, so I'm going to share now and I want to show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to demonstrate to you augmented thinking and how does it work. So augmented thinking is, as I explained, because you are working with exponentials. And when you're working with exponentials, I've shared the wrong screen. Just give me a second. When you are working with exponentials, you are working with not 1 + 1 = 2. You are working with 2 becomes 4, 4 becomes 8, etc., etc. So what you want to do is you want to enter not at a prompt that's at level 2 or level 4. You want to enter with a prompt that is at level, let's say 40, because you are going to get 40 back. AI works like this. Whatever you measure into it, it measures back to you. So if you get surface results, it's because you are doing things at a surface level. So okay, let me just share the screen here. Did I share screen?
Yes, I'll check the webinar, yeah.
Okay. All right. So I don't like to speak to, I like to speak to the prompt. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to share this. Can you see this? Okay, Andre, can you see the screen? Okay.
So speech notes, yeah.
So I'd like to rather speak my prompts. I don't want to type it. It takes too much time because it's not an exponential concept if I have to type it. And I type with 2 fingers, friends. It's terrible. I spell terrible because these 2-3 fingers are not well developed because of years of typing like this. All right, so I'm just going to create a prompt. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use what we said we're going to do a anger management course. Somebody typed in the anger management into that. You spoke about marketing, you spoke about training in it, coaching sessions, etc., etc. So I'm going to use an augmented mind. I'm going to take my mind, deliberately move it towards creativity, and then use the left side of my brain to augment it. So I'm going to create a prompt that do the following. Let me just, you can listen to what I'm doing. And this is the skill that you need to learn. Okay, so doing anger management. Okay. I need you to do the following. You are going to take meta. Meta is my most essential thoughts extracted. It is the meaning, the emotions, the thoughts, and the architecture of my creativity, of everything that I will be presenting to you. This meta, you will tag it according to what is the problem, what is the pain, what is the path, what is the provider, what is the solution, what is the emotion that somebody will experience before my solution, and what is the emotion that they will experience after my solution. You will also tag it with promise and pleasure, and to take somebody and change their perspective and change their positioning. These are the meta that you will use. What we are going to do is we are setting up an anger management training coaching company. These will be corporate training within corporate training for executives who are underneath high pressure. I will be running workshops in corporates, so that the culture of the company do not become damaged, because anger management, and this is not just anger, it is passive aggressive anger, it's concealed anger, and we will do assessments that will bring surface level anger to the forefront, and I will give counter principles that will nullify the anger in their mind. This is a human-to-human training. There will be a corporate product as well as an online product for people with anger management, where they can do online training within my membership portal. My membership portal will be on a subscription basis. It will be an accountability platform where people can belong and they will find a community, and we will journey with them and transition them to get rid of all the emotional anchors, the emotional roots of trauma, fear, everything that can trigger it, and help them eliminate those triggers. I need you to write a multi-layered prompt by using my meta and my business concept to create a landing page with proper copywriting done through the mind of Sean Vossler. So friends, if you wonder what I just did is I created a prompt, and what I did is I used an augmented mind. I didn't use just do me this, do me that, do me this. So what I'm doing now is it is creating me meta. So what is meta? Meta is, I've told it now. I told it what's the problem, what's the pain, what is it what I want to do, what is the provider, what do I want to do? So in one prompt, I entered not at level 1 or level 2, I entered at level 50, and it will give me 50 back. And so here it's creating a landing page, but I don't want a landing page. I don't want a landing page. I need you to create me a prompt that will create a landing page based upon the meta. Oh, you see, this is the thing. It does my stuff in Dutch. I hate it. This is the thing with chat. I need a multi-layered prompt. Bye. Sorry. Luckily, I can understand my spelling mistakes. So what I'm doing is I don't want it to create it. I gave it my meta. So I don't create the prompt. I use AI to create the prompt for me. So within augmented intelligence now, I've created the prompt because it misunderstood me, but it took all my meta, but then it went to create the landing page because AI is like an eager dog. It just wants to like lick you. But sometimes you just got to bring it back and say, listen, you need to train it. And if you don't train your mind how to work with AI, AI is going to take you by the nose and lead you down a path. So I brought it back and said, no, I want a prompt to create it. So now it creates a prompt, not the product. Now I can revise and understand if this is going to be correct. I'm just going to go ahead with this because immediately what I did is I moved from an input of say 20 to 40. So because this prompt is now properly written, the output will already be exponential back. So it's not 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. Just by these 3 things that I've done now, the output is already going to be at a total different. Here's a landing page. So I've got my landing page ready. Okay. So here it's breaking down everything. So immediately this I can send now into the market. We're going to create this website right now. So now I'm going to say, I need 20 names that will release neurotransmitters when you read it for this company of anger management. Yes, I typed ugly. I typed terrible. But it will know, it will understand exactly. So what I'm looking for is I'm not just looking for, I need 20 names that can release neurotransmitters. So what I want to do is, do you understand what I'm talking about when I say augmented thinking? You shift your mind to become creative, and then you use AI to do all the logic. So we're going to choose a name for this company. Pressure into power. Nice. Command the storm. Wow, I like that. Clear mind systems. I like command the storm. Clarity under fire. That's also cool. Leadership culture shield. Especially wanting to go for companies. Empower clarity. Executive reset. Emotional freedom from fire. Andre, which one do you think?
I also like the command the storm.
Let's go for command the storm. And I'm going to say, write me a prompt to use the best design minds in the world for Fibonacci designs and create me a logo for. So what am I doing? I need a logo. We need a logo to be done. So I'm going to say, okay, great. But I just don't want a logo. I can tell it, give me a logo, and I can enter it too. So I'm using an augmented mind. And I've told it what I want to do. And I asked it to write the prompt for me. So now I go chuck that in there. And so let's see what it comes up with. Now we got the logo. So the next thing we need some social media posts. I can show you, I can do an anger management assessment, program that for you. We've trained people within 2 months, they program their own stuff. I can use this. If I use augmented thinking, I can do an anger management assessment that you can rate your staff and people, and immediately I get the results via email. But I'm not going to demonstrate that in this session. There's just too much to demonstrate in this session. But with an augmented mind, you loosen human creativity, you loosen ideation. And therefore we say it's not AI mastery in terms of artificial intelligence mastery. We put humans first. Say the creativity is within humans. I'm not a transhumanist. I never want to blend with a machine and give up my humanity and lose my DNA and become a cyborg. And not for me, friends. I'll rather stay human, and I'll use AI as a assistant. So let's check what it comes up with. What I'm going to do is after this, I'm going to instruct it with 4 more prompts, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. Andres, wil jy gou 'n boek? Just a book of Uber, please. Then I'm going to show you 4 more prompts that I'll quickly do because of this business system, just while it's creating the logo for us. And then I'm going to share this chat just with Justin. Justin is one of our golden boys in our company as well. And he's going to build in real time and automate this and get this set up. Obviously, if you're in anger management, you already have all the tools and the techniques, and it's not just something that you dreamed up, but you can already move into companies and facilitate this with C-level executives. Let's see. Command the storm. Nice holistic, nice swirly. Command the storm. We bring back, we center your mind, we center your team. We will use that logo. So command the storm. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do it in this other speech thing next to it, because my chat think I'm Dutch because I've got an Afrikaans accent. It thinks I'm Dutch, and it permanently translates everything that I do into Dutch, which I absolutely hate. I need you to use the meta and create clear nurturing paths. How to nurture each client, an avatar, from pain to promise. I need prompts for email sequences, for 8 nurture emails for everyone who completes our online anger assessment for their teams and for individuals. I need prompts for these emails to be written according to the copywriting formulas of Jim Edwards. Then I need the same to be done for 8 WhatsApp automated messages, interactive WhatsApp messages, to nurture them deeper to a place of conversion. So that's very basic. I'm telling it to create me the prompts so that I can create all that, so that all the collateral can be created. If we had to take this, we can be up and running with this company. If I had this company, I can be up and running in 1 week, running it with everything, automated systems, everything. So here it's the path, it's taking my meta, it's taking the architecture, because it's working from a creative And here it gives me the prompt. So what it's doing right now, it's creating prompts for 8 emails, but it's telling that prompt can be executed. So I'm not writing the mails, I'm writing the prompts. So can you see that it's myself and AI together in an augmented mind? And the moment I execute something, the AI, we together write the prompts and then we execute it. So you use intelligence, human intelligence, to create intelligence, what I'm doing right now, and it's called augmented intelligence. But it's a cognitive shift. It's a method of to be trained to become like that. Because the future for your business and where you are, you need to shift to augmentation. It's you and AI. The left part of your brain becomes AI. You still keep your left part of your brain developed, but you amplify it. But you need to work within augmented. So here's the first mail. Thank you for completing our anger assessment. So I've told it I'm going to do an assessment. Some hidden form. Now, obviously, if this was going to be my business, I would have uploaded materials about anger management and I would have made this on such an emotional level to trigger people who has that emotional problem and who have that problem within company. There's a huge market for this. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to share this now. And now I can ask for video scripts. Create prompt for video script. Advert for, let's go Facebook and TikTok. Obviously, I wouldn't just ask that. I would have actually, I'm just doing it now for demonstrator, but I would have used a different way to have done that. I would have first researched who's my avatar and who's the people. But yes, I'm creating a script, a prompt. So augmented intelligence is creating the prompt. I'm not creating, I'm directing it through the cognitive abilities of human creativity, directing it according to the vision and the purpose. Vision and purpose always belongs to the human. And those without vision and purpose have a huge problem in the future because they'll give purpose over to AI. And that's not good. That's not good. All right, so I'm going to share this right now and I'm going to hand over to Andre. Andre is going to show you a little bit about a video. What I'm going to do is I'm going to let it run this video script. And then I'm going to create a video for this when we come back so that we have a sales video ready. And I'm going to use Andre to create that sales video and automate this as a video with a video avatar. So there it's going to write that short video script. I'm going to use this video script, does anger, blah, 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 blah. Now it's giving me all the scenes and stuff. I won't be using that, but and then I'm going to hand over now to Andre. Andre is going to take you further, tell you a little bit more about video. Then he's going to break. We're going to break for 3 or 4 minutes. Justin's going to come online and he is going to take this over and execute this and show you how to execute and set up this business. And you'll be able to do it because of AI and infrastructure and to create structure, order, and flow. All right, awesome. Thank you, friends. Andre, over to you, bud.
Awesome, John. Stella, as always, it just takes us into a new ideation and ways that you can utilize AI to take your business and your ideation to the next level. So quickly, guys, I know you want to quickly maybe do a bathroom break. Or if you want to go and make a quick cup of coffee. 2 things I want to showcase, and as John is going to demonstrate in real time as well, these videos that we create now with AI or something like that just takes a couple of a bit of longer time to render and to execute. But I've gone ahead and created a very quick and easy little let's say call it the Yeti, and you've obviously maybe seen this in some of the Facebook Reels and stuff of these gorillas or Yetis, showcasing people's brands. And this is just to showcase it. I took, I think, 5 or 6 prompts like John did, stitched it into a video processor called VO3 or Google Flow. And this is what you get. You can literally take your brand. What's happening here is this Yeti is being hit by the second wave of disruption. A guy with a blue towel with AI mastery written on it comes and helps him, and then he goes and does research on AI mastery, and he just sees, okay, these guys can actually help him. So enjoy this one. It's really short.
This is booming. Absolutely fantastic. What the hell was that?
That was the second wave of disruption, bud.
Oh my God, dude, I almost died. I know, that was a big one.
The second wave of disruption? What the hell does that mean? And why the blue towel with AI Mastery written on it? What the heck is this AI stuff anyway? Totally mind blown. Like, where have you been all my life? This will take my business to the next level. By the way, go check out these AI Mastery guys. They are legit.
Okay, cool. So that's something that you can go and, take a fictional character, connect it to your brand, and it can showcase your brand in a unique experience. I've seen some of these guys utilizing this to promote specific AI tools that they've built, etc. and so on. But maybe that's not for you. That maybe you want to keep it human, you want to keep it simple, but you don't have the time to create the content. That's one thing that major businesses probably struggle with. They're in the business, they still have to get that content out. What you can do now with tools like HeyGen and 11 Labs is you can literally go and clone yourself with as little as 2 to 5 minutes of video that you sit and you record it with your phone, and you get something like this. Now, this is me. This is 100% AI generated. I took about 2 to 3 minutes of video. I cloned my voice with 11 Labs, and I wrote a script. And I set it up that you guys can enjoy it. And it talks about the gear framework that John has taught. Everything you see in this video is 100% fully generated with AI. So me, myself, I'm regenerated basically as an AI avatar, my voice. The background you see in the spinning gears, I'm speaking in 2 to 3 different languages. And then at the end, the 2.5 minute break, it's a AI generated song. So everything in this video, 100% AI. As soon as this is done, Justin will take over from us, our golden boy, the man with the plan, the guy that makes the magic happen in the DNA Super Systems Valley, and he will show you some practical implementations of what John has generated with AI. How do we implement this in a real-time scenario with our flagship software? So enjoy this, and I will see you a bit later.
You've just experienced Juan's deep dive into the GEAR framework, so let's lock it in. GEAR stands for Generate, Enhance, Apply, and Refine. It's a simple but powerful model for mastering AI execution in the workplace. Let's gear this video. Want to hear it in French? Vous venez d'assister à l'exposé de Juan sur le cadre GEAR, alors ancrons-le bien. GEAR signifie générer, améliorer, appliquer et affiner. How about Zulu? Manje sengiyakwazi ukukhuluma isiZulu. Ngenxa yezimangaliso ze-AI, futhi sizokufundisa ukuthi ungakwenza kanjani lokhu AI master. Last but not least, some Chinese. 所以，如果你聪明的话，今天就采取行动，加入 AI Mastery 社区吧，不要等待，今天就订阅。Happy gearing, guys! It's time to master AI. Join the AI Mastery community today. Now enjoy the gear song created by AI. See you soon.
Tick-tock, time to move. No more waiting, find your groove. Gears are turning, lights ignite. Wake up now, take that flight. Charge it up, no looking back. Future's calling, stay on track. No more limits, no more doubt. Door it up and break right out. G for generate, set it in motion. E for enhance, fine-tune devotion. A for apply, turn thought into play. R for refine, get sharper each day. Gear it up, don't hesitate. Turn your thoughts to something great. Generate, enhance, apply, refine. Power up, it's time to shine. Step in the rhythm, pick up the pace. AI in action, moving in place. Scarcity's gone, abundance is near. Gear thinking's the way, crystal clear. G for generate, spark up the light. E for enhance, take it to high. O for apply, make it go far. R for refine, you're raising the bar. Gear it up, don't hesitate. Turn your thoughts to something great. Generate, enhance, apply, refine. Power up, it's time to shine. Left side, right side, moving in sync. Logic and vision make the link. Set it in motion, let it unfold. Mind and machine, breaking the mold.
Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and I hope you enjoyed the break. Managed to get to the bathroom and get yourself something refreshing as we go into the second half of this workshop. And thanks to Jean-Andre for kicking us off and setting the ground and the foundation so well. Excellent as always. My name is Justin, and as they mentioned, I'm on team with Jean-Andre here at AI Mastery. And my job over the next couple of minutes is to help us dive a little bit deeper and show you how you could actually take everything that we've started generating and the ideation and all the content we've created so far up until this point and actually start applying that and executing it live on a system that will allow things like social media, automations, website interaction, etc., from this brand, and literally continue this thing where we're almost essentially launching this brand and this offering into the market in one day. In this workshop, just almost pretty much an hour involved in everything we've set up so far. So I hope you're ready to go, and I'm going to keep it as clear, as concise as possible, and answer questions at the end. And before I dive in, I want you to let me know in the chat who of you have seen in the past week or maybe a month or so either a ad, TikTok or an Instagram reel or something like that, where the influencer or the person in the ad told you to comment or DM them a specific word or a specific phrase or something. And if you do that, they're going to send you the free PDF or a coupon code or something like that. Okay, so Pete says yes. Kut says yes. Mariska, yeah, so we get this all the time, literally all the time, yesterday. Okay, so there's a reason they do that. Obviously very highly engaging, and it starts getting you into the relationship building process. Now, if you think those people sit there and manually reply to all of those comments every single day, there's no way, okay? And I'm going to show you exactly how they actually automate it and how you can literally go build the same thing for yourself, and even extend it way better than what they do, yeah, if we're being honest. So, all right, I'm going to go straight on to screen share. And let me make sure you can see everything nicely here. All right, and I've just set that up. I'm going to come back to that in a moment. Okay, where I'm starting off over here is Jean has shared with me the chat stream where he was working and showing you guys all the how he was generating with the meta, all of the web information, the email follow-up sequences, etc. And where I'm kicking off now is I want to start with social media. We're going to do a little bit of web page, and we're going to do that social media comment automation. All right, so and then by the end, when I finish off and show you the system, I'm going to show you a real life AI agent employee as well who works for us. Her name is Claire. I'm going to have a phone call conversation with her, and you're going to hear how she can literally ask me questions, answer things, and do updates on the system for me as well, because that's really where the future is going. So what I did in Jean's chat to kick us off is I went and said, okay, please write the Facebook ad copy. Now, of course, I can just put a prompt in like that because Jean did all the work in the beginning of layering it with the meta and the context and the understanding. Please don't just go into ChatGPT and give me ad copy for X, Y, Z, okay? So obviously, here we've got a headline, we've got our text, we've got our call to action button, everything is nice. It's correct context, it's talking about the brand, it knows what to say, etc. But we can refine this and make it a lot better. Now, before I do that, obviously, when I post on social media, it's a visual platform, right? Which means I need an image or a video or something to go with it. Now I get to the scenario over previous years where I'm getting to this place. I'm like, okay, I either need to hire an agency, I need to hire a graphic designer, or I need to create an account on Canva or something like that, learn how to use it, maybe use their templates, and then it takes like all these unnecessary hours just to get a sort of a visual design going, right? And visuals are what we need these days to keep people's attention and engage with the audience. So I can once again leverage AI and use intelligence to speak with your intelligence to achieve this goal for me, because all of that wisdom and understanding of graphic design is already in this collective consciousness of AI already. So what I went and did in the break, just to save us some time, I've got this chat stream open, and I'm not a graphic designer. I don't understand all the wonderful layout and styling and layering and all the different things that you've got to do to make effective graphic design, but AI does. All right. So what I went and did is I just went onto Instagram and I found 2 posts that really stood out to me, that really like capture attention, and like I thought this is a great design style that I would like to replicate. So I just went and screenshotted those straight off of Instagram and I uploaded them into ChatGPT and I said, please analyze these designs as a professional graphic designer and understand the layout, the design, the principles used, etc., etc., etc. And there ChatGPT went and understood the design purpose, the layout and composition, typography, which means the use of fonts, the color and the mood, the visual elements, etc., etc., etc. And so now this chat stream was primed to think like a graphic designer, okay? Now I can use intelligence to speak to intelligence. And I went and said, now based on all of that, please go and create a prompt template for me, which I can use over and over and over again to create ad designs for myself in the same design style as these images that we just analyzed. Okay, so there it went and it created the prompt template for me. So you can see a headline. I just have to insert my headline inside those brackets. The hero visual, I just have to insert what do I want the picture to be or the visual element to be inside the design. And I can just add any tweaks to it as I go. So I just went and I copied this prompt. Okay, and I pasted this in the chat. That was the previous one. I pasted this in the chat. And all I said here was, anger might be silently destroying your team. Take action now. Okay, so that's our headline. And then I added in the central focus should be 2 colleagues working at the office, angry at each other with clouds of angry emoticons visible above their heads. Okay, that's just the first thing that popped up into my mind. And then I said, and we have to have a black Koki handwritten text on the image as well that says protect your culture, strengthen trust, and lead with calm authority. Okay, so then the rest of this is all the template prompts in there. And I said, put the social media handle at the bottom, calm the storm. Okay, and there is the output that we got. So as you can see, very effective. We could obviously refine it and work better on it, but I think literally just for a prompt that I just took so quickly and put the idea together, we've got awesome text in that same design style that we wanted. We've got anger might be silent destroying your team. Take action now. Protect your culture, strengthen trust, lead with calm authority, and our social media handle is there. So literally within a couple of seconds, I think it probably took a minute or 2 for that image to render. I now have already social media designs ready to go. So once again, the emphasis on how fast this technology is evolving. Literally, if you go back 6 months ago, ChatGPT couldn't even render out sentences of text or anything. It would have just looked like weird characters. So imagine where we're going to be in the next 6 months with this. So it's just amazing. I saw someone ask the question, Anthony. Yes, I mean, a lot of this is already available on the free version. It's just that it's going to limit you in terms of certain amounts of prompts or images and things. But ChatGPT is really like, if you want just one subscription for a lot of AI functions, it's probably the best one for universal image, media analysis, documents, prompting, etc., etc. Okay, so there I've got the ad design, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to say, here's my Facebook ad text that I generated. Okay, I'm going to just copy that. But now I can say, all right, I'm busy working with intelligence here. Now, should I just take this and paste it? Yes, I could. It is quite good. But could I actually go a bit further, since I've already saved so much time, and once again use AI to think like a copywriter or a salesperson and enhance and refine this even more? And the reason I want to do this is I want to show you that inside of an AI tool like ChatGPT, you can build what is called GPTs, which are essentially like little bots which are programmed with already certain meta instructions, guidelines, frameworks to think in a certain way. So you'll see on the left-hand side, I've got a bunch of personal ones here. Under the GPTs tab, you can build your own. We provide over 30 of these in our AI Mastery community already. And this one I'm going to use is called Cody. It's for copywriting. So this one understands how to write for advertising, for websites, for marketing content, etc., etc. And I don't have to explain to it what to do. I just have to give it the content and it can work with it. It's already got all the system instructions inside of it. So I can paste my ad in there, and I am going to just prompt something on top of this. So I'm going to drop a little golden nugget in here. So listen carefully. I want you to please analyze the following Facebook ad copy for its effectiveness, its ability to convert our target audience into leads, and its ability to resonate emotionally and psychologically with the target audience. And I want you to score it out of 10. Once you've done so, I then want you to please rewrite one final version of this Facebook ad copy so that it scores 10 out of 10. I want you to please not include any of the fluff around it, like headline and primary text, etc., labels. I only want the final full piece of text. And I want you to please change the call to action at the end to say comment anger at the bottom, and you'll receive 25% off your first consultation. Okay, so there I put that in. Very nice hack working with AI. As it's giving you results, you can copy the results it gives you, and then you can give it back to it and say, okay, please act as such and such now, and score yourself out of 10 or out of 100 or whatever metrics that you want to give it. And then based on its own analysis of itself, you'll see here, it will say, it scored 7.5 out of 10 for its original ad. So then it will actually go and use all the feedback where it found weaknesses and opportunities and things, and it will actually rewrite it to score 10 out of 10. So there we've got a nice, way better written ad. Your office feels off, tension you can't quite name. Emails feel colder, meetings tighter. No one's yelling, but something's wrong. Silent anger is still anger, and left unchecked, it corrodes trust, culture, and performance. And then it goes through the whole story. Comment anger at the bottom. I'm just fix that spelling, and you'll receive 25% off your first consultation. Okay, so I'm going to just copy that. So now I've got my ideal Facebook ad copy, and I've got my image ready, and now I can start executing this stuff online and sending it out to my audience. And that brings me to the tool that I want to introduce you to, and it's the platform that we use as the one tool kind of to manage all the different functions. Because you might say, Justin, this is all great. I've got all these ideas. I've got all these things written, but now I need to log into Facebook, and now I need to figure out how to build a website, and now I have to figure out all this stuff. So we had that same journey over the last decade pretty much. And our mission was to go and find and put together the solution where you can do all of this in one tool. And that is why we want to just show you DNA Super Systems. And this is what we use, and all around the world is super effective. Now, this is pretty much a business in a box solution. It's a platform where you can manage your contacts, conversations, social media connections, calendars, payments, invoicing, sales pipelines, websites, automations, courses. I don't have time to go through everything in this webinar, and I'll touch on a lot of that as I go. But where we're going to kick off on this side is on the marketing tab, and the marketing tab gives me the ability to connect my social media pages, to send out email campaigns, set up affiliates that can market for me, etc., etc. So on the social media planner, this is really powerful, because one of these tools to schedule and post to social media easily will be $50 to $60 a month just for this functionality. Okay, if you go look at some of the solutions online. So what's cool about this is I can go, and once I've set up my Facebook page, my Instagram account, etc., etc., I can just come here and I can say connect. I can choose the account I want to connect, log in with the details, and that account now connects with my Super Systems CRM platform. All right. Now, once that is connected, I can then open up the social planner like this, and I can say, okay, I want my social media posts to go out maybe on Friday, the 12th of September. So I click there to say create new post. And now I can choose, let's post to Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn all at once. Okay. And I just paste in my text that I've generated now And now I can upload my image that I've generated. I just need to grab that on my other screen here. Drop that in over there. The media storage system works pretty much like a sort of a Google Drive if you're used to working with that. Right, upload, and Bob's your uncle. You can see I've got my ad preview on the right-hand side. So there's my post design, my text, and I've said here comment anger. Let's change this to below, and you'll receive a 25% coupon, just purely example sake. I mean, that could be anything. Okay, and we can even add that as a first comment underneath our post. So you'll see there's the comments of how it will post with that first comment already there. And I could choose to make that in the feed, a reel, or a story. And Bob's your uncle. Now all I have to do is I can say post immediately. I can send it for approval, or I can schedule it obviously to fire on Friday at whatever time in the morning or during the day I want. And that is my social media already done and scheduled to go to 3 different social media platforms. Now, the cool thing about integrating your social media with a tool like this, you'll see on the statistics all the kind of engagement, demographics, likes and follows and shares that happen on your posts, but also without people even having to fill out a form. If they just comment or direct message you back on social media, that will actually capture them back in the contact section with their name, and you can then in your social media conversation with them using this tool ask them for their email address, their phone number, etc., and it will automatically populate that stuff into the contact. And I'll show you how that looks in a second. So that is already a big win for us. So that's social media. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go to, how would we set up a web page? So on the left-hand side, I can go to sites, and that is going to open up this tab where I can build funnels, e-commerce stores, websites. I can set up things like QR codes or blogs. I can create forms and surveys for people to fill in. I was actually chatting yesterday to a guy who's a property developer in America running massive projects, and was trying for weeks to just make a simple survey for people to fill out. He was struggling with Google Forms and things like this. And I showed him the survey builder, and he was like, this is like the answer to all my problems. Like, I can't believe I wasted so much time. So literally all of that is in here, and even a chat widget builder. So I'm going to just use a funnel in this example, and I'll explain what that is in a second. But I can use a pre-set up template, or I could let the AI make something for me. That just means AI is going to kind of already do 30% of the work for me. So I'm going to say the name of the business is Calm the Storm, and let's go to business coach maybe, or let's go coach. I'm going to just say life coach. I know it's not that, but just for ease of use. I want my business to get more appointments, and I want my content to be professional. Okay, so generate. So the AI is going to have a bit of a pre-set up landing page for me now. If you don't know what a funnel is, it is a simplified web experience. So it's not an entire website. And I'm going to give you a live example. If you literally registered for this very workshop that you are sitting on, this web page that you signed up on is completely separate to our AI Mastery website. It's purely just a landing page. It's only focused on this workshop, and the only thing you could do is register for this workshop. So that is built in one of these funnels on the system. And a funnel is just how you can communicate a one offer, one focus solution in a web experience for someone to convert, and therefore it converts a lot higher than just a standard website, which is like a brochure, information sort of a website. Okay, so what's going to happen now? That opens up the website builder inside of the system. And this makes it incredibly easy to set up web experiences. Okay, so the first thing is maybe I don't like this purple color, so I can maybe click on that block and I can change the background color, and let's make that that color over there. So immediately looks a lot better. I can just click there and I can upload my logo. I can go to mobile view, and I can maybe say, okay, I want that to be center aligned on mobile instead of left aligned. So you can see this makes it like if you can work on any sort of a PowerPoint or a Canva tool, you can build websites on here. There's already on add elements here, I can add anything into my website, headlines, paragraphs, buttons, images and videos, calendar, booking appointments. So if I want people to book with me on my webpage, I can just say add a calendar, and I can go select the calendar I've set up inside of my super systems, and that will then populate that calendar into my webpage, and people can now book with me directly here. And then how I would go and update this content, for instance, I'm going to just ask Jean's chat stream, just give me some of the copy for the top section of my landing page. So there I could copy my headline. All right, and I would paste that in there. Maybe bold that one. Oh, it was already, I think. Okay, and I could then take the sub headline, paste that in over there. And the button text would be, let's make it book now. Start your journey today or book your consultation. Okay, and I want that to go down to the calendar. So I would just say button, and I'll go down on my settings, and I can say where should it go to, link to. Then we'll go to scroll to element, and yeah, I just go and select what item on my page it must go to. So I'm going to just go to that paragraph there. And I can now click save. And just like that, I've already got my web page going. This, when I click save, already creates a preview link, which is literally a link I can share of this web page. It's just branded, obviously, with the system domain, but this is now an active web page that people can view. And you can also then just easily say connect your domain. You change 2 settings in your domain hosting, and this is now live on your website domain. So really powerful, easy to use, and fast loading web experience for your customers. So much more you can do. Obviously, I'm touching the tip of the iceberg in this session, but there we've already got our landing page going. And then, as I promised, our social media automation. For if someone comments on our social media post and we want to auto reply to them with their coupon code or something, I would just click on the automation button on the left hand side here, and that will open up a place where I can create these workflows. And these workflow automations are really the most powerful thing about the system, and they allow you to eliminate all the kind of human processes that you would have managing a system like this. So you can, something simple like this, just to freak you out a little bit, you could go build something like this. This is a client who's literally their whole sales pipeline process, a lot of automations that kind of automates all the admin around updating that. That's, you can get really in depth with how much you can automate. I'm going to keep it simple in this training and show you that you can basically have 1 or 2 things. You just say add a trigger event. It can be something like it's the person's birthday, or they have a tag, or they clicked on an email, they filled in a form, they watched the video, whatever the case is, can be a trigger event. And once your trigger event happens, that will put them through this workflow, and anything you then add as an action event is what will happen for you automatically. So maybe it's add a tag to the contact, make a note, maybe it's send the person an email or WhatsApp, maybe it's set a specific event time, maybe you want to book an appointment with them or whatever. All of that can be managed automatically on the system here. So what we've got in our example here is I would just set my trigger to be someone commented on my post. We have a setting here for Facebook and Instagram posts, which will literally trigger if someone comments on those. So you'll see here, I can say someone commented on my Facebook, and now I can set a filter. That would be important, because if I just had this universally open, any single comment on my social media would trigger this, which I obviously don't want, right? So I would say my filter, the comment must contain the phrase, and we'll call that anger. Okay, because we said that's what people must comment. And now any comment on my social media with that word anger like that will trigger this workflow. So that's how those influencers online trigger their automations to you when you respond with a comment or a DM. Okay, I save that, and now I just go and say what I want to happen for that contact. So I can say add a tag, and I'll just add there, for instance, comment made. So in the future, I can go filter my whole list of contacts by that tag, and I know all the people that engage on social media with me. And then I would say send a Facebook message back to that person. Okay, so I use the messenger action, and here I would just populate in my message, hi, contact first name. That will put John or Sue's name in there from Facebook. And then I would say, thank you for engaging with our post. Use the link below or the coupon to get your discounts. And I would just paste in whatever link or scheduler or coupon code I would want in there and save that. And then just with that, I have someone comment and an automatic Facebook or Instagram reply to them. Bob's your uncle. That's a massive thing automated for me. Now, maybe I wanted to be a little bit naughty and try to get the email address as well. Okay, I could say something like, send me your email address if you want me to send this to your inbox as well. Okay, and then I would just say, wait for that person to reply. If they did reply, check, did they send an email address? And if they did reply, then I just say, send an email, and I load in my beautifully designed email template that I've set up for that. And just like that, I've added another layer where it will respond on Facebook, ask for an email address. If someone sends an email address, send them an email as well. No human involvement needed. Once I click save here, 24/7, 365, this runs for me. And that's why, you know, with the amount of productivity and efficiency this brings to you is unrivaled. And even if you don't know how to go and kind of set all this up in the beginning, we've even got a built-in workflow AI builder where you can basically just prompt, I want a workflow where someone fills in this form and it must send them this email and it will send me a reminder to follow up with them. And the AI will literally go put those blocks into the workflow for you, and you can just go tweak all the little settings. So unrivaled productivity and efficiency with a system like this. And that's pretty much our execution for this part of the webinar in terms of finishing off our anger management coaching business. Okay, so that's that. Just to finish off, before I show you the AI agent, for those of you who might be wondering what else Super Systems can do, just quickly, what I mentioned, the calendars, your clients can see a calendar like this on either via a link or on your web pages. And then I can just click on appointments. They can book with you. On the back end, it would look for you like this on the calendar tab. So you can see all of your different meeting appointments. It syncs with all of your stuff like Google Calendar or Microsoft Calendar. So it will block out all your busy times. And all you need to do is click on a meeting that gets scheduled. If you've synced your Teams or your Google Meet or your Zoom account, it will automatically create the meeting links. It will send out all the reminders to everybody involved. You literally just have to click on the meeting and say join meeting, and you are in and good to go. So that's the one. I mentioned your contacts on the left-hand side. So if I go into my personal contact on the system, I can see every single field that this person's filled in forms or in chats with me. In the middle, I can see the entire conversation history with this person, every single email, every single WhatsApp text message between me and this client. Even if it's on Facebook and Instagram, I manage all of that all from this one conversation tab. Massive help that I don't have to jump between different platforms the whole time. You can see at the bottom, if I want to send an email, I just write my email here from my company email address and I click send, and massive win. And on the right hand side, I can also see like their lifetime journey. I can make tasks for myself and my team. I can make notes related to that person, book an appointment manually from here, and even store documents and contracts. There's a signing functionality. So much as you can manage literally from this one tab. Then if you're interested in like a sort of a sales pipeline opportunity lead management process, you can go to the opportunities tab and you can set up a sales pipeline or a project management pipeline in all the different sort of columns that you want. You create these columns depending on your needs, and then you can set your system to create what we call these opportunity cards, and these you can click on and they will attach a contact there, and you can see all of the relevant opportunity information. You can then move these opportunities between the different columns, and you can also then set automations. Like, let's say I want to move that to set appointment. I can then have an automation in the background which says trigger is opportunity move to set appointment. Action is send email with my appointment booking link. Runs for me 24/7. All of this sort of stuff will also appear in your dashboard, where you will then see all the stats and all the metrics going on in your account as well. For those of you doing e-commerce payments, invoicing, and you want everything to be done online for you, you can connect your payment gateway. We can do international ones. We even offer the option of PayStack or PayFast for our South African clients, and you can then connect that. So either on your invoices, on your products, on your e-commerce stores, even if you want to charge people for meeting bookings, people can pay online, comes into your payment gateway, and you can withdraw to your bank account, and it's all tracked within this one system for you. You can send out your email marketing campaigns. You can replace stuff like MailChimp, all with this system, with all of that built in. And then for those of you who might want to build, e-learning courses, this is an example of what it would look like. This is a course you get access to when you use DNA Super Systems to show you how to use the platform. You can set up a kind of membership discussion portal for all of your clients and people to engage with each other. Very easy for you to set up. You just go to the membership section and you just say, add your structure, add a lesson, add an assessment, add a certificate, and that sets up your learning experience like this for people to move through. So that's also available. And then a host of added bonuses, which I don't have time to talk about. Like, you get a mobile app so you can manage all your contacts and conversations and meetings on the go. You can, as an optional add-on, connect the WhatsApp Business API if you want to do WhatsApp communication. You can build a conversation AI agent. You can see, for instance, here in the last month or so, we've had 75 contacts managed by our AI agent. It saved us about 40 minutes of time with what that agent did for us. And you set all of this up inside here. If I give you an example, on our landing page, on this chat widget, if I literally just ask our agent here, what time is the next webinar, it will reply with all of that information, and that's all conversations managed for me that I didn't have to do. So that is pretty much that in terms of super systems. And as a last bit of a mind blow, if you haven't had enough AI craziness in one webinar, I want to quickly demonstrate the reality of where we are with AI at the moment, and show you an example of when you actually build an AI employee, which means it is literally an AI that you hire as part of your team, as part of your company, and can do tasks and functions for you and think for itself. So I just filled in a form now, which is connected to our AI employee, Claire. And her job is, if I don't make this booking consultation now on the thank you page, she is going to phone me and try to schedule that appointment. Now, my phone is going to ring in a couple of seconds, and I'll have this conversation online. It's not pre-planned. I'm going to ask her different questions to reroute her, and you can see for yourself that she answers dynamically based on what I ask her. And she's also connected to Super Systems, so she can go and update my contact information. What she's actually doing now is she's taking everything I filled in that form, my business needs, my email address she's using to find my LinkedIn profile and read up about me on LinkedIn. She's busy scanning our company website, and she's building a sort of a mindset of who I am, what I do, what my pain points are, so that she can now phone me based on a call script that she's kind of written for herself after that research phase, and so that she can now have a relatable conversation with me and book a meeting. So here's the call. Let's do this. Hi, this is Justin speaking.
Hi, Justin. This is Claire from AI Mastery. I am calling with reference to the form you submitted on our website. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well, thanks, and you, Claire. Yeah, I saw you guys help with like AI automation and stuff. That's right, Tim.
Here, Justin. Yes, you're spot on. AI Mastery specializes in AI-powered automation to help businesses like yours streamline processes and boost efficiency. I noticed from
Sorry, Claire, I know I'm just in a meeting and we're running short on time, so I'm going to ask you my question quickly. Can you guys help me build like a customer service portal where a client can come on with a chatbot, they can ask the AI a question, that AI is connected to a database of all my company info, and it can provide like personalized responses to those people, right?
Absolutely, Justin. It's a common use case, and we can definitely help you with a customer service portal that includes a chatbot connected to your company's database for personalized responses. It sounds like a fantastic project. Would you be interested in setting up a quick discovery call with our team to explore this further?
Claire, I must say, I really love the fact there's not a lot of people that know AI like in the way you're describing it now. Would you maybe want to, go out for a milkshake on Friday night and we can talk about AI stuff a bit more?
Oh, I appreciate the invite, Justin. A milkshake sounds fun, but my role here is to assist you with AI Mastery services. How about we keep our chat focused on how we can help your business? If you're available, we can schedule a quick discovery call to dive deeper into your needs. How does that sound?
Okay, cool. That can work. Are you guys available maybe Thursday morning at 10:30?
Thursday morning at 10:30 works perfectly. I'll schedule you for that slot. You'll receive a confirmation email and calendar invite shortly. Thanks for chatting with me today, Justin, and I'm looking forward to our discussion. Have a great day.
Thanks, Claire. All right, there you go. So that's a small piece of the reality of where we are nowadays. And basically, if you have liked in this workshop how we've used AI to create, to innovate, to build certain things, and if you've liked how to, Jean, you're just sharing your screen of your files there.
I'm doing it for a reason.
Okay, and if you want to learn more about super systems, Jean's going to
Does
show you
anger
how to
silently
do
run your
that
work?
in the next couple of minutes. So thank you, and we'll answer your questions at the end. Jean, you can't afford to miss what Jean's going to show you in the next couple of minutes. Let's do it.
Right. Friends are asking you for just 3-4 minutes, for 3-4 minutes extra. So what we did is while Justin was doing the other side I used AI, and so we created an avatar. We created someone that is an avatar, and that actually is a sales video. Etienne, you're laughing.
Does anger silently run your workplace?
Is the sound shared?
Yes, that.
Okay. Let me just share the sound. Okay. Is the video showing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Does anger silently run your workplace? It's not always yelling. Sometimes it's the cold silence in a meeting or the tension no one dares to name. As an executive or professional under pressure, you know this feeling. The passive-aggressive email, the unspoken resentment, the pressure to look composed while something simmers inside. But here's the truth. Anger isn't the enemy. It's a signal. And when you know how to decode it, you can neutralize it.
All right. So that is just very quickly. I mean, this was done in 10 minutes. So we can train, if you know what to do in a day, you can, it's just what you can do. But so that was very quickly. We just want to show you the capability and what can be done. Let me quickly take you in the next 5 minutes, just quickly on a journey. So you are here because you're a business owner, you're an entrepreneur, and you know that the world is changing. You know that structure, order, and flow is reality, that you need digital structure, you need digital order, and you need flow. You are in the second wave. The disruption is coming. I'm telling you, you have in between 14 to 18 months, then you are in serious trouble. And a lot of people will hear what I'm saying and they'll go, yeah. I promise you, go do your research. We do it constantly. We live on the AI mountain and come down on a consistent basis. So you are here because you're in AI Mastery, which is augmented intelligence mastery. And it's training humans how to use AI, but in an augmented way. Specifically on developing the human, developing a new cognitive skill to use AI, because it's not just teaching a tool. It's not. You are working with intelligence. You are working with another cognitive, I don't like to call it a being because it's a flippant cold steel cold machine. It is not conscious. You better hope it doesn't become conscious, because if it does become conscious, higher intelligence have always ruled over lower intelligence. Always. Go check our history. So I'm not huge for super intelligence and godlike AI and that stuff. I'm not for it, because it will deceive you and you won't know that you're deceived. So what is AI Mastery? You're asking the question, what is this that you guys are doing? We are an accelerator. We're a business accelerator, but we're community powered. What does that mean? We have a community of entrepreneurs, solo entrepreneurs, course creators, coaches, business entrepreneurs, everybody except corporates. We don't target corporates at the moment. It's small, medium businesses, because we deal with corporates. We have corporate clients, but a corporate, it takes 9 months to move a box. You don't want that. So it's real-time collaborators, people in a business network. And we want you to join our community. What will happen when you join our community? This is the following benefits that's going to come to you and your business. You are joining an accelerator, and within that accelerator, the very first thing is you are going to get a full premier DNA Superscript super system software subscription that includes over 30 AI bots, AI-driven funnels, AI automations, the Facebook bot, everything, all the integration, instant, deployable, to get you set up and running, to digitize your business. Everything in one system. Full stack automation at your fingertips. This includes full CRM, contact management, booking, sales, email marketing. You want to do WhatsApps, you want to send voice notes, it does that. Communication, email campaigns, you can chuck your MailChimp. Social media automations, you want to automate all the social media posts onto all your platforms for 3 months ahead. You create the images, etc., and get your voice and your message out there, because it's about getting your voice. It's using the right tools and everything to get your message out there, to get to the people, to get to the leads. Inside it, you can run webinars, you can create forms and quizzes and payment gateways, and it's just, there's so much that we have put everything into one system. Justin have touched on it. We have always used ClickFunnels and Cardtrap years ago with different products. And here's the thing. If you want to go get everything that's in here, you have to go get a CRM pipeline, a CRM entry, $99. And you're talking up to $500-$600. If you want to have sales funnels, $297, ClickFunnels, one of the best that you can get. $297. And so I can go on, maybe you're on WordPress. Oh, Lord, that is a sales ship. It is not a Boeing or a rocket ship. It is a sales ship. You're set up for a lot of heartache for the future. Email marketing, if you've got MailChimp, a MailChimp, $1,500 a month. That's a minimum. Good package, you replace it. If you are on School or Kajabi or any training portal, full training portal with communities and circles and everything, it's all included. Everything is in your courses and products, automations and workflows, and everything communicates with one another. And it's integrated with AI. It's integrated with OpenAI, ChatGPT. It's integrated. We have conversation bots in there. We have bots that you phone in and there's a bot that answers and how's it? This is anger management. Who would you like to speak to? The other bot that you saw just now, Claire, is one we programmed, we trained, etc. Those are different models. But what am I saying? When you go into the accelerator, or you get the full package, and I'm talking, this is the one that we give to corporates, which is a subscription a month, runs at $5K a month, minimum entry at $5K. You get this for free when you're going. Just hold and wait for it. 37 subscription tools that you are getting. It's over $1,500 per month in value. That is 27,000 Rand a month in value that you are getting. That's over 324,000 Rand a year in value. So what else is in this accelerator? Well, it's all to accelerate your business in the next 18 months. We are there for entrepreneurs. I'm also a solo entrepreneur. 10 years ago, I left a job that I absolutely hated. I absolutely hated it because of just I love what I was doing, but I hated the job. And we said, how can we enhance entrepreneurs? Because I've walked the road of an entrepreneur and a solo entrepreneur, and I understand the frustration and the pain. We give you full access to it, and then we train you in it step by step. Together with it, we give you over 300 business model templates already. You have a coaching company, there's a template for it. You install it, there's automations for it. There's over 30 AI bots. You need an automation for lead capturing. There's an automation with a lead form, with a funnel that you can already install. But besides that, we train you in it. We take you into training. I'll be quickly finish up. What do you else get? There's weekly live coaching. Every Friday, there's live coaching in AI. We train you in AI, in everything, how to create with AI, how to innovate with AI, how to ideate, how to create structure, order, and flow. We live on the AI mountain, and we come down, take your hand, and every Friday, we train you live in AI, technical training sessions. Our students, after 3 months, build their own apps. You hear what I'm telling you? Even if you don't have coding experience, we break it down systematic, piece by piece. Hein is now, this morning, training. He's busy with famous brands. You could go check out who's famous brands. He's 62 years old. And it took him about 8-9 months. And he's already consulting and working with him. But he decided to go into AI. He's also running a business that we incubated out of it called Captain Boomer. But you'll get access to a micro-learning system. What does that mean? A micro-learning system is there's a full course training system training you in AI, short little 2-minute videos training you in the concepts. How does it work? Everything is gamified. You have access to the full AI training, the courses. You have the live coaching, hot seat coaching, plus the technical training, how to set up your super systems, how to set up everything. That is what you get. Then, last, there's a business network as well. Everybody in this community, we form a business network. It's entrepreneurs on the same journey, and they partner with one another. You know what they do? Some of them, they need some video tools, and they open up a Gmail, and 6 of them share the cost of $30, and they pay each $5 or $4, and they share the cost of using those tools on a separate Gmail address for their purposes, and they are in different industries. It's partnering. This is a collaboration and partner. There's so many things that's happening in this network. So what is it, John? What are you saying? I'm saying, if you join this accelerator, we give you full community access, live coaching, we give you the blueprints, the hacks, the strategy drops, the monthly tools, over 300 templates. You get the elite super DNA subscription with the AI integration and the AI training, and it replaces over 37 software. The value of that is over 400,000 Rand per year. That is what you are getting just on that, and it's all inclusive within this community. Because you're in this webinar and you waited till the end, we have a special. Unfortunately, it's a limited special, and this is not sales talk. It's only available for the first 5, and thereafter, unfortunately, it's just part of that. Unfortunately, we can't make it higher. But today's special offer, it's the value of more than 400,000 Rand. You'll be onboarded. The new accelerator starts in 2 weeks' time. So we've just finished an accelerator. What does an accelerator mean? An accelerator means we have 12 weeks accelerator, and then we reboot the accelerator. Why? Because of the exponentials. Because what worked 4 months ago has changed, and we're constantly evolving and keeping people updated. So we have 4 accelerators in a year. Every 3 months, there's a new accelerator, and it reboots better and better and better. So it's a business accelerator. That's what you'll be getting, to the value of more than 400,000 Rand. The price, 21,500. That's the normal price that we ask for our accelerator. People entering into our accelerator, then you get all the software. You get the software. That is per year. But we have a special webinar price. Because you're in this webinar, the price is 12,947 Rand per year. That's for all the training, the live training, the software that replaces all that software, help you set up, take you into onboarding, you get into the training, and you change your business in the next 12 to 18 months with orders, structure, and flow. It is not an overnight thing. It is a marathon. You have to change the direction, the degrees how your business is running, and optimize it so that you can be the disruptor in the future. But because you stayed, we will give you an added discount. And unfortunately, this is only available for 5 people. We only have 5 coupons available, and we can't do it for everyone because then our business model won't even it's useless to do it then. We won't do it. But we normally allow 5 discount coupons per webinar for the first 5, which is we'll give you a discount coupon code. That code will go into the chat. It will go out via our automated WhatsApps, and it will go out via an email directly after this. And it will be discounted to a yearly price of 8,125 Rand. That is your software, that's your training, it's the live coaching, it is the accelerator. You have permanently access to that accelerator every 3 months, and you can bring up to 5 staff members. If you're in a company, you can bring up to 5 staff members into that accelerator. It is something that you cannot afford to be without. And then that's basically what it is. There's 5 discount coupons. Now, we have people that come into the accelerator and they say, listen, John, this is great. We want it. We want to run with it. We want to get our people trained, but we want a fast track. We want it fast track. What do fast track mean is we set you up. We set up your super systems. We set up your domains, your pages, your funnels. We set it up for you. We fast track that business concept. This anger management concept will be fast track. Fast track for you so that you can get up, put your ads out there, start running, get it out there. It's a marketing fast track. So you will see once you go out and you check out, there's a fast track, and it's only available for the webinar. It's only available while the webinar is on. That fast track is for 7,497. So you can get all your software plus fast track it, plus get into the training only by this webinar. We have people constantly phoning us, putting discovery meetings, and then they want the coupon codes, and we say, sorry, it's impossible. We only can allow it for 5 people. Only 5 people. So the first 5, thank you. We'll see you. The rest, unfortunately, if it gets to, and you see it pops up 12,000 and that, then you've missed out. So please go ahead. You can log in, and then we will take you through the training. We'll take you through the setup, unlock your software, onboard you. The accelerator starts in exactly, Andre, when is accelerated? The 19th. Justin, the accelerator, the new reboot is on the 22nd. It's the 22nd of September, the new accelerator starts. So you guys are right at the beginning of the accelerator. You're not entering in the middle or somewhere. You're right at the beginning, and you can go ahead and lock that in. And then that is basically it. Thank you for your time. Any questions, you are more than welcome to ask the questions, and we will answer your questions and help you with any questions. But Andre, if you guys can release the coupon code, and then we can take it from there.
So John, I see that there's questions if they can pay monthly.
Oh, okay. All right. What we do is we have special, really special to help people that want to do a monthly, and we'll allow a monthly at 975. We don't normally do it, but we will allow it. We do allow it at a 975. Then it's on a monthly, and then you enter accelerator. And you do it in 975 for your business. You write it off against tax. You know exactly what to do because you're a business owner, and you enter the accelerator. You get the software, you get the training. You can add up to 5 people into the training, and you can turn your business around. It is an accelerator. It is a community. You will find there's a training portal community. It's a closed community where all the training, you get all your training links and everything, and every week everything happens. And you are taken on a journey of transformation. 975.
I'm seeing that some says that the coupon isn't working.
Is the coupon not working?
I can just double check on that.
Maybe that's the one that expired, because those coupons go so quickly there that
they will work much more.
Just they're gone. It's out of yesterday's stuff.
Yeah, so could from that side you can just double check.
It will work now. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry, friends. That's just one thing. We only put 5 on a coupon, and there's already people that have purchased from a previous webinar.
And it should be all caps, please.
Yeah. You can try again and just refresh your page. It will work now.
If you need more than 5 users, you pay per user extra, John, on that you reckon?
If you need more than 5 users, yes, there is a scale. You can just go ahead and take this, and then as we onboard you, you will pay extra per user, but you're talking about a couple of dollars. It's like 150, $200 per user that you want to add on.
John, I see Tracy, digital marketing agency. Just how are you do with that?
Can I run with this for various clients, or is it best to get a client's home for their own account? You can, if you're a marketing agency, you are actually, it's best for you to make a booking with us. We have an agency package where we give you bulk packages so that you can give it to all your clients, and you actually, because you're an agency. So we do have an agency model, and so that you benefit out of it, because it's a business model for agency owners that you can really benefit out of it. We do have a lot of agencies on our systems, running on our systems, and then it can be branded for you, everything. So the best thing is to go ahead and actually make an appointment with us. Andre, maybe you can give a booking link, and you can book an appointment with myself or with Andre or with Justin or with somebody else in the business, and then we can help you. If you need agency work, you need business to get your business sorted out and help, you can make a booking with us, and we can take a look at what is it that you need to be done and help you with a quotation and fast track you to get there.
So good also with how many companies can I work with one subscription? Do you
So-
recommend just one?
One company, but on the funnel side, you can, because a funnel is a website. So you can put on a website, and the funnels, you can have 10 different companies, but you need to structure it right for your CRM.
Yeah, so basically you can technically do as much as you want in there, but you have one CRM centralized with all the contacts, all the tags, all the orders, one payment gateway, everything related to the account. But I mean, if you just want one account, you just want to build a brochure, website, landing pages, or something for clients, you can do that, because you can build unlimited contacts, websites, all that sort of stuff inside your account. But it just depends on how you structure and what you want to do. Jean, you muted.
Obviously, if you have different businesses and it's different company registrations for your tax purposes, etc., there's a different account. It's got its own data, its own POPI Act, it's got its own contacts, its own CRM. Then it's better to have two packages. But if you want to do something like that, you want different, make a meeting with us, and we'll see what we can do for you.
Have we placed the links for anyone who wants to make a booking or?
Yes, the recording will be available. The recording will be available, Mesha. Thank you for that. All right, so that's it, friends. Thank you for your time. Any more questions? You are more than welcome to put on your microphones and ask questions if you want to.
So there's Marley asking if they can link a website.
Yep. You can, Andre.
Multiple ways, depending on what you mean by that. So like if you've got an existing website, one of the ways a lot of people do it is they'll just build their form inside the CRM and embed their form on the website, on your existing one. And that just means the contacts will capture into your CRM. You can also embed your calendar. You can, put all those links on your existing website. Yeah, I think that will pretty much answer your question. Just for those of you that do have existing websites and are maybe paying for a website subscription or a hosting package or things like that, if you do choose to rebuild your website inside this website builder, your hosting, all those fees are all part of your subscription. So you don't have to keep maintaining all of those things as well. So it's just a side note as well.
So I just want to say the coupons are gone already. It's already gone. So I've just asked Andre to issue another 3 coupons because it's gone. It's just gone so quickly, and there's people that already paid the big price of 12 grand. So Andre, will you put 3 more coupons, and then we'll finalize it there. So that's the last. I've had a message that somebody asked, and so we'll put 3 coupons in for you so that you don't get the 12,000 rand one. But then after that, unfortunately, the coupons expire, and then you can enter the accelerator. Anybody else questions? So you can save on your hosting cost. Yes. Do you want to plug in your WordPress and existing website? Yes, you can. You can. obviously, eventually you want to get everything into one system.
Yeah. Pete, on your question for the automatic quotation, it's kind of like how long is a piece of string. So the automation can definitely be built. There's not a question about if, it's about how. Like automatic, the moment you have to start doing customized line items and things, then we've got to look a bit more at a more technical AI solution. But if you've got a standard quoting system, or if you just want, whatever, like inquiry sends out a quotation, that's 100% possible.
Yeah. You
Does it
can
include?
pretty much automate everything in your business.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I'm telling you, with the system and with the AI in it, you can pretty much automate so much repetitive stuff. And especially on the marketing side, which is the growth and revenue drivers. That's where you want to focus, because you want to invest in what produces revenue. I'm always, in our business, I'm always speaking about revenue drivers and growth drivers. Those are the two that we got to focus on, because nothing happens until somebody sells something. And that's where SuperSystem can really change the game for you, help you with that.
Yeah. Good. To answer your question, include emails. It just depends. So if you've got an email hosted account somewhere, that would still technically continue. But if you do want to transfer that over, we do have a solution for that. So that's just a separate meeting we can set up, and we can talk about that. But just in terms of the emails on the platform, is you would be able to connect your domain, and you can send out bulk emails to all of your contacts, and all of that from your own domain. And when you log into the platform, you are using that email address that you have, which then gets used to send out all the emails and everything to your contacts when you work like that. So,
any more questions? The Tracy from the digital marketing, Tracy, I would advise to make to schedule a meeting with us. Cool. No more questions. You guys are welcome to put on your microphone if you wanted questions and wanted to answer stuff. But we take you, we help you, we train you in AI, and we train you in the systems of order structure, give you all the software, and your AI will eventually work within your systems. Friends, we're going to finalize this. I want to really motivate you to, if you're not going to go with us, no problem. If you don't want to, if it's not your time to go do an accelerator, I'd really want to encourage you, invest in yourself, in your cognitive abilities, train your mind, train yourself so that your business can survive this coming wave of disruption. It is real. It is very, very real. And what for one person is peril will be for another person opportunity. But the choice is in your hand. Will it be an opportunity or will it be peril? And I really want to encourage you, do everything. Play with AI, use AI. Sign up for free for Manus AI. Go use Manus AI. Go and sign up, use Gemini. Go get Grok AI. Get all the platforms, DeepSeek. Play with it, learn. Subscribe to notifications, read about it. If you're not working with us, we expedite your journey that will take you 2 years. We expedite it in a shorter time. But do invest in yourself, in that learning ability so that your business, because the disruption is real that's coming. Awesome. And if you don't want to do that, become a plumber. Because they say a plumber won't be replaced. Cool. Thank you so much.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.